The Ford Mustang and Chevy Camaro are ancient rivals. These are two all-American muscle cars with V8 engines and manual transmissions. If you're an enthusiast, this is your litmus test. Camaro Mustang, today we settle it.
So this is the Mustang GT with a 5-liter Coyote engine. Whoa! So it is definitely more tail happy.
We're in the 2016 Chevy Camaro. My favorite feature is the all-American V8, 6.2 liters, 455 horsepower. Listen to that baby roar here on the backstretch of the Horse Thief Mile.
Greg's gonna say something about, like red meat or like classic red-blooded American cars.
These are two of America's great muscle cars. They're just so meat and potato-y.
Really, these are also fairly sophisticated sports coupes.
I think it's remarkable what Chevy has done to get the Camaro down in weight. A lot of attention was paid to the details, things you don't see, like the frame, the chassis, the brakes, and if you're an enthusiast, this is why you buy a Pody car.
They've done everything right with the new Mustang. The pedals are lined up really well. The clutch pedal has this really nice short throw. You got a good, light, but a very close gated and short throw shifter.
Talking about the powertrain, I'm a big fan of this new 6-speed manual. The shifts are smooth, the clutch action is good. It's a little bit easier to find the gear in this car than in the Mustang.
The Mustang is a world-class sports car, which, spoiler alert, I'm giving it praise because I'm about to say a bunch of mean things about it. The biggest problem with the Mustang is it's just softer than the Camaro. It rolls more, it has less front-end grip. If you get on the gas too soon with the wheel at all turn, it's liable to have the back end step on you.
Camaro is a little bit more buttoned down. I feel like I can set it up better, and it just feels like it's slightly more confident in the athleticism department.
I like the way the brakes feel in the Mustang better than in the Camaro. Just lets you go in a little deeper because it gives you that really good initial bite.
Yes, this engine, this is the engine. Over the 5.0. I love the 5.0 all day, but you gotta love 455 horsepower. There is no replacement for displacement. I'll take these 6.2 liters any day.
A lot of times people mistake heavy steering for steering feel, and that's not always true. But in this case, the Mustang has light steering that doesn't really build up any weight. I'm not getting any noise from the tires. I'm not really getting a lot of feedback through the wheel. It's hard to put this car on the limit. You really have to pick up your cues from something other than the wheel, like, just your inner ear or your hips.
Inside of this Camaro, it's a little hard to see out of. These big pillars, man, they're like from the Roman Colosseum or something. I think Chevy played a little too conservatively with the new generation of the Camaro. It looks a lot like the last generation, and frankly, I think the Mustang has managed to do a better job of just looking a little tighter and more like itself.
There's an argument to be made, this is the best Mustang ever, and for the most part, that's true. It's got incredible power, amazing comfort, good ergonomics, great performance on the track. It's the best looking of all of the modern Mustangs. This model's loaded, and at, I think, $43,000. You can step up to a GT350 for not much extra money. I would rather have the Shelby. I want something that's a little more brutal.
Right now, I'm really psyched about both these cars. Issue with the Camaro is I can't see out of it. It's like a submarine.
Yeah, the interior on that is bad. I feel really cramped. The inside's kind of tight. Where I really come down is that the Mustang is more comfortable on all fronts. You can see out of it. The interior is roomier. Everything about it from a daily driver is like, this is a better car. Let's move on to price.
Yeah, they're dead even. I think this is right now a good time to buy a car in this segment because you can get these iconic American muscle cars for a relatively cheap price, or you can do what we did and spec them up all the way north of $40,000.
Fuel economy, almost the same. It's $16.25 in the Camaro, $15.25 in the Mustang. I'm gonna weasel out here and say that it's a draw on looks. I think they're both beautiful. It really just comes down to which one you like. What do you think?
I think you're dead wrong. I think this is a good looking car. I think as an enthusiast, as a connoisseur, you see the difference between this and Gen 5. I just don't think they went far enough. I just think they took some more risks with the Mustang.
It really comes down to power. The Camaro has more power, more torque. The Mustang engine, I think, is smoother. It's more tractable. This went on for what seemed like hours. It's amazing how close these cars are to each other. After 2 full days at Willow, we both agreed. The Camaro is the better track car, but track performance isn't everything. If it was, we'd be testing the ZL1 against the GT350R. At the end of the day, what matters is how the car handles on the circuit and the road. And what little bit the Mustang lags behind on the track, it made up for it off of it. While the Camaro has gotten much better this generation, it's still not enough to top the original pony car from Dearborn, Michigan. For Autoblog, I'm Mike Austin.